So check it out, y'all see the car, but you don't see the payments. I was 20 years old when I bought a wide body Scat Pack, and the cost way more than I expected. Before you even think about buying one, you need to watch this full video. Now, technically, I could afford it. And the key word here is technically. Make sure y'all hear that. Technically, I could afford it. But in this video, we're gonna be breaking down some of the costs that you might not be thinking about when you get like one of these Scat Packs or Hellcats or any type of car, you know, that's kind of more high end. We're gonna be breaking down some of the costs, man, because if y'all don't know, man, I had a wide body, like I said, I had a wide body Scat Pack at 20 years old. And yeah, it might have been a mistake, man. If y'all haven't checked out my last couple videos, y'all already know. Well, y'all don't know, but y'all need to go check them out. But I ended up having to sell the car because the monthly cost, man, the monthly cost was crazy, man, way more than I expected. And yeah, we just gonna hop straight into it, man. Like I said, being 20, still in college, not having a job, having to like rely on like my YouTube checks and my clothing brand and all that kind of stuff to pay for all the costs, it was starting to catch up with me. So yeah, I ended up having to sell the car. I'm sweating right now because I just left the gym, by the way. I know I'm off topic, but we're just gonna break down some of the costs, man. First off, let's start off with, you know, the payment. The payment, you know, that's the main thing. That's what most people just think about, you know, when you get one of these cars. They just think about, oh, can I afford the payment? But look, the payment already gonna be crazy, you know, depending on how many miles and what kind of condition you get the car in. Oh yeah, the payments, man, y'all already know, man. More than likely 700 plus. Let's just be real. I just seen the wide body Scat Pack at the dealership right there. It's red. That joker look good too. But yeah, man, 700 plus for the payment, man. Go ahead and get ready for that. Depending on how much you putting down, like, go ahead and get ready for 700 plus for the payment. Let's just start there. But that's what most people be like, okay, I can actually afford that. And that's kind of how I was looking at it too. I was like, okay, I can handle that. I can handle that. But now let's go to the insurance. Now y'all can't forget, you gotta have insurance, and you don't want to have no cheap coverage, because you know it's a nice car, wide body Scat Pack. The one I had only had 21,000 miles, so it was fairly new. Gotta have good insurance. So insurance, get ready. It's gonna put you over 1,000 with the payment and the insurance right there. Payment and insurance, you're gonna be over 1,000. So go ahead and get ready for that. Go ahead and get ready for that. Payment, insurance, over 1,000 plus. Let's be real. Let's be real. So make sure y'all ready for that. Next, what we gonna go to? We're gonna go to just gas. Now I told y'all when I was in school, when I had this car, man, I was driving like an hour and 30 minutes from like different places, an hour, like almost every day. And the gas, man, I'm telling y'all, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, man. I was putting $60 to $70 in every 2 days. Now you do the math on that. We're just gonna round it off every 2 days. So we'll just say, really, man, I'll just stop it at $100 a week. You got to get ready to put $100 a week in there. So that's extra $400 a month. So right there, you already at $1,400, $1,500 off just the insurance, the payment, and the gas. So you already at $1,500. Now, and it could be more than that depending on your situation. It could be less than that too, depending on how, like I said, how much you put down, really how old you are, because the insurance can be cheaper too. But I'm talking to the young people, man, the people that's 20, 21, 22, in your 20s, man. Hey, you're gonna be at $1,500 off the payment, the insurance, and the gas off top. I'm just letting you know that now, especially if it's like you're gonna treat it like a daily driver. Now, if you got another car that you driving everywhere, then you know you can save on the gas and you can kind of use a Scat Pack as a weekend car. But man, if you planning on just getting this car and this is your car, $1,500 off those three right there. And then we're gonna get into the maintenance. Now, you know, you gotta get the oil change. That can be 100 to 150, depending on where you go. You know, me and my dad, we was able to change my own oil in it. So, cause my dad, he know how to fix on cars and do everything to a car for real. So, hey, I had the benefit right there, man. So, hey, but oil change, man. If you don't know how to change oil, even if you do, you still gotta buy the oil. The oil is gonna be like $70 to $100 to buy all the oil that you need. I forgot how many quarts it hold, but it hold a lot. So, oil, like that's an extra, not every month, but when you factor it in, like average it probably add about an extra $30 a month. You know, trying to service it, make sure you got good oil in there, make sure you're taking care of it. Tires, whoo. Now, tires, y'all might not be expecting this. Tires are super expensive. I'm talking about specifically, I don't know nothing about the slim bodies. I'm pretty sure they're kind of expensive too. But the wide body tires, man, they expensive. Tires, like, bro, you'll mess around and spend $1,200 on a set of tires, $1,500 on a set of tires for the wide body Scat Pack. So that's another cost. Like, I'm just trying to give y'all all the costs that you're not really thinking about. And then you know when you in a wide body Scat Pack, you're gonna be wanting to slide, you're gonna be wanting to do burnouts, and you're gonna burn through some tires. Like, let's just keep it real. You ain't getting a Scat Pack. Well, I had the Scat Pack. I was kind of cruising in it, so I ain't really burned through no tires like that. But, you know, some people, you know, they like to get the cars and go crazy in them. I know y'all like to go crazy in them. Let's just be real. Y'all like to go crazy in them. And yeah, man, tires gonna be a cost that you're gonna have to factor in. I know y'all probably ain't thinking about it, but definitely remember, you got to have tires. You don't want to be riding on some ball head tires. And like I said, the Scat Pack tires, on the wide bodies especially, they're not cheap at all. So I want to let y'all know that now. Also, the brake pads, you know, on the wide bodies, man, come with the big, I think it had the 6-piston Brembo brakes on them. So even the brake pads are more expensive. The rotors are more expensive. So basically, a lot of the basic stuff that you would get on any other car is a lot more expensive on a Scat Pack too. So that's what I want y'all to understand, especially on the wide body version, man. Because like I said, the tires are wider, the brakes are bigger, the oil, it holds more oil than like this car I'm in right now, the Hyundai Elantra. So yeah, man, the cost can get well over $2,000 a month if you treat this as a daily driver and you young. Now I ain't speaking for the people that, you know, that's in their 50s or 60s, and then, you know, they got more established funds where they can pay for the car, you know, put more down, or like their insurance gonna be way cheaper because they've been driving for longer and they, you know, less of a risk. But I'm speaking for like the younger people, man, you know, that's just starting out and they want to go straight for the big dog, straight for the top dog. Y'all got to factor in these costs, man, because I'm telling you, that will put you well over $2,000 a month. And it's like blind cost too. You ain't even realizing it. You just thinking about, oh, I'm only paying $600 for this car note. I'm only paying $700 for this car note. But you got to factor in the gas, man. The gas per month is like a whole nother car note. You can basically have 2 cars, just by, you know, just by the amount that you put in gas every month. So it's like, when you think about it, bro, when I started thinking about it, I was like, man, I started like looking at how much I'm spending on this car. I was like, maybe I need to, you know, rethink this and come back later. And that's basically what I'm doing, man. Right now I'm riding on this Hyundai Elantra. Gas is great. I'm probably spending $30 a week in this car. $30 a week. I went from $70 every 2 days to $30 a week. Think about how much money I'm saving, man. That's like a major change right there. And on top of that, I don't stay with my parents too. So I mean, everybody's situation is different. So, you know, if you're staying with your parents, you ain't got no rent to pay. You probably can get away with it. But, you know, not staying with my parents, paying some rent, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, then in school on top of that, man, my bills was getting too crazy. So I had to, you know, step back and be like, all right, I'll come back to that later. I really couldn't enjoy the car like I wanted to anyway, because like I said, I was in school studying every day. And yeah, man, so I just wanted to make this video just to give y'all some insight and to let y'all know, man, hey, it's okay, you know, if you want to follow your dreams and go ahead and get the car that you want. But I need y'all to factor in, like really think about it, really factor in the cost of these cars, man, because they're not cheap. I'm gonna be real, they're not cheap. You might think of just the payment, but make sure y'all remember that these cars got so many other costs associated with them. And not only that, not only the cost, man, it's a lot of more risk that's associated with, especially these fast cars, man, you know, easier to lose control of them, especially in the rain too. I'll make another video about that, like some of the risks about driving a Scat Pack. Y'all let me know if y'all want a video on that, man. Like driving in the rain, I cannot drive that car in the rain. Like, just being honest, man, no matter if I'm in eco mode or whatever mode I'm in, like I hated driving that car in the rain, man, because anytime you hit the gas, it's like you just want to start sliding. And if you're not experienced, if you just like, you one of those young people that, you know, they don't really, you know, they ain't really got that much experience driving, whether that's cars, 4-wheelers. I grew up like driving 4-wheelers and all out in the country and stuff, so I got a little experience. I know, like, you ain't supposed to be swerving and hitting the gas super hard, and like, but it can be tempting, man, when you in these cars. Of course, you in a Scat Pack, you want to hear the pipes, and if the road is just a little wet, man, that can be, it can be over just that quick. I'm telling you, man, it was a few times when I was just, you know, I just tapped it and it's like, woo. But like, you know, hey, that's one of the risks. I ain't gonna go in detail in this video. If y'all want a video on some of the risks of driving that car, y'all let me know down in the comments. But I definitely had to bring this video. Like I said, I just left the gym, so I'm trying to keep this momentum going while I got this channel back rolling. And yeah, man, I appreciate all the support that y'all been giving me. Make sure y'all go check out my last couple videos, kind of talking about how why I had to get rid of the car. Make sure y'all check those out. They got some good stuff in there, especially for the younger generation to listen to. So I appreciate y'all for watching.